Hello and happy morning, happy Monday, everyone. What's up? How are you after a very marvelous weekend, I suppose, and a very awesome Monday, rainy, autumnish, but yeah. Welcome to I don't know, I think this is the first episode or episode, whatever, of Fixing My Brain. Yeah, today we're gonna have a new quote. First of all, before that, I'm going to try and see if I have remembered the other three quotes until now. So let's see what we have. The first one was one from, the first one was one from John Hamm. And he said that, what did John Hamm say? Let me think. Come on, John Hamm. I don't know what John Hamm said. Oh yeah, it's about failure. Yeah, it was about failure, and he said that don't be afraid to fail. It's not the end of the world, and in many ways, it's the first step toward learning something new and getting better at it. That's what John Hamm said. See, this is interesting because I need cues that make me remember what's that. I have like this, I know, indexing system in my brain. Like, okay, this is the index for that is, or the indexes for this is, for that quote, for instance, was the fact that it was about failure, right? John Hamm in itself, that was not a cue for what he said, because it didn't tell me anything about the content of the quote. Yeah, interesting. The other one, the next one, was from Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart was talking about putting in the work. Yeah, and he said that everyone wants to be famous, but no one wants to do the work, and I live by that. At the end of the day, I grind hard so I can play hard. At the end of the day, if you put all the work in, it will pay off. Maybe in a year, maybe in 30 years, but eventually your hard work will pay off. That was very, very interesting from from Kevin Hart. It was telling us that, hard work, even if it seems that it doesn't actually pay off now, you don't have any advantages from it, you will feel the advantages in time at some point, and that's important. Yeah, the third quote, the one from last week, it was one from Lao Tzu, and we talked a lot about the Tao and Taoism and Lao Tzu. Not a lot about Lao Tzu, but yeah, it's interesting. And what he said, and that was the easiest one to remember somehow, was that you should watch your thoughts. They become words. Watch your words. They become actions. Watch your actions. They become habits. Watch your habits. There's one missing. Wait. So we have Asha. So we have, I'm a Romanian. Asha is a Romanian word. Let's go back. Watch your thoughts. They become words. Watch your words. They become actions. Watch your actions. They become habits. Watch your habits. They become character. Watch your character. It becomes your destiny. Yeah, that was it. And it taught us how the way we think about ourselves and our words actually impacts our actions, our life, and eventually our destiny. And this is important because you don't actually think about this. You have those little words in your head, something like, God, you broke something, like, God, you're so stupid. Man, that was so idiotic. And in the end, you're actually breaking yourself from being happy. And it's important, everyone wants to be happy, of course, and I suppose you want to be happy as well. I want to be happy as well. So watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Awesome. So these are the three quotes. 1, 2. The three quotes. Next, we are talking about someone new. We have a new quote today, and our new quote is, I'm gonna grab it from my Sleepy Kitty tablet here, of course. And our new quote comes from Mary Kay Ash. I don't know who Mary Kay Ash is. I'm gonna research, I think it's a she, I'm gonna research her, because her name is Mary, so Mary probably it's a woman's name. Anyway, so Mary Kay Ash has a very interesting quote about limitations. That's very nice. So it goes like this: don't limit yourself. Many people limit themselves to what they think they can do. You can go as far as any mind, you can go as far as your mind lets you. What you believe, remember, you can achieve. It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting because we have this tendency of limiting ourselves and our possibilities with our thoughts. It's a very nice continuation from the last week's quote, where your thoughts become eventually your actions. Here, your thoughts are actually limiting you. And she underlines the fact that you should be careful, because your thoughts, the way you are thinking, it will limit yourself. You are limiting yourself with your thoughts. Let's read it again. This time I'm going to read it. Don't limit yourself. Many people limit themselves to what they think they can do. You can go as far as your mind lets you. What you believe, remember, you can achieve. Mary Kay Ash here, ladies and gentlemen, with an awesome quote about limitations and how we should not be doing that. Very nice, very nice. On the next episode, I'm gonna research about Mary Kay Ash and see who she is, what she did, and stuff like that. And we're gonna see if I actually was able to remember this one. We'll see. This one is a bit better than the one from last week, because this one actually tells me it's not repetitive and it's not logical in any sense. So it's interesting. It's gonna require a bit more effort to learn. So I'm gonna put the effort in, exactly as what's his name, Kevin Hart said, right? I'm gonna put in the effort because it will pay off. Until then, guys and gals, everyone there that's watching, thank you very, very much. I am extremely grateful for you to be here and to listen to me, and see you next time. Ciao.